The grades are coming due for President Trump after a historically dismal first 100 days. Budget, F. Creating jobs, F. Draining the swamp, F. Healthcare, F-.
And there's House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi giving her grade of President Trump's first 100 days in office. She joins us now in the studio. Leader Pelosi, thank you for being here this week.
Thank you.
So we heard you give President Trump an F-. What's your grade for Democrats during the first 100 days of the Trump era?
Oh my gosh, in terms of unity, 100% unified. That's how we were able to work with an outside mobilization, channeling the energy of the American people to defeat their drastic, horrible health care bill.
But if you look at our latest ABC News Washington Post poll, 2/3 of the American people say the Democratic Party is out of touch. That is more than say President Trump is out of touch, more than say Republicans are out of touch. Isn't the Democratic Party a bit of a mess right now, too?
No, it isn't. The Democratic Party is unified. I would say my own critique of the Democrats, we have walked the walk, but we haven't talked the talk. All we do is fight for America's working families against special interests that the Republicans represent. But that has not come across.
So you've said you think that Democrats can win back the House.
Yes.
Let's do the odds. What is the percentage chance that you are reelected Speaker of the House?
Well, it's not about me. It's about
the Democrats. The Democrats can retake.
It's about the Democrats. Better and better. History is on our side. As you recall, when Clinton was president, the Republicans won. When Bush was president, the Democrats won. When Obama was president, the Republicans won. It's nothing to be taken for granted. But we feel that, again, history on our side. I've never, in my years in politics, seen so much enthusiasm.
Let's imagine for a minute that you win. Democrats retake the House. How does a Democratic House, you as a Democratic Speaker, work with this president? I mean, you've been the resistance. You look a lot like a party of no right now. You're blocking.
I don't think that at all.
Opposing when he's in. Well, how do you work with him?
What is he proposing? A bill that had 17% support in the public in his health care bill? He hasn't really proposed anything. We're looking for the infrastructure bill, which we welcome and want to work with the president on. We welcome some of his ideas that he said in the campaign about work and home balance in terms of child care, et cetera. Affordable child care. We look forward to working with him. We said we would work on a tax reform for fairness and transparency but what did he put out but a wish list for billionaires? I see everything as an opportunity, and I've never seen so much willingness to help win. And if winning means winning for the American people, that either we win or whoever wins understands the priorities of the American people, and they are not what President Bush, I'm so sorry, President Bush. I never thought I'd pray for the day that you were president again, but...
You're praying for the day that President Bush is president again?
Well, we worked, and so you asked the question, how would I work with a Republican president? The way we worked with President Bush. We got a great deal accomplished. We opposed him on the war in Iraq vociferously. We opposed him on his privatization of Social Security, but we worked with him on many other issues, the biggest energy bill in the history of our country, a tax bill that helped low-income working families, PEPFAR, that he wanted and we wanted to be big, and we found our common ground. The list goes on and on.
Well, let me put one hypothetical out there. You clearly have opposed and will oppose funding for the wall. Democrats,
oh, yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
But is there a possibility for a grand bargain on immigration where Democrats agree to support money for the president's wall, to support money for additional border security, more ICE agents, and the president agrees to support a path to legal status? Is there a possibility for the two sides, even on an issue like immigration, to come together? Money for the wall, but also a path to citizenship?
No.
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 So you wouldn't even...
No, I mean, we already had a bipartisan bill out of the United States Senate.
It failed. It's gone.
No, it didn't fail. The House Republicans failed to bring it up. It would have won if they had brought it up, but it did not become law.
It did not become law.
So there is we don't have to pay for us to do the right thing as a country, and overwhelmingly the American people support a path to citizenship for the people who are in our country. We have to protect our borders. That's our responsibility as a nation, North and South.
So why not then agree to tougher border security, a wall, which was his central campaign promise?
No. He never said. Did you ever hear him say, "I'm going to charge the American people"?
No, he wanted Mexico to pay for it.
Tens of billions of dollars. Opportunity cost for the education of our children, of infrastructure throughout our country, investments in biomedical research, which he is cutting now, so that we can have this immoral, ineffective, expensive, unwise wall. No.
President Obama came back out on the public stage again, but we also saw he accepted $400,000 for a speech at a Wall Street conference. Are you uneasy with the idea of President Obama taking $400,000 from Wall Street for a speech?
Here's the thing. President Obama led the way on Dodd-Frank, which did more to curb the influence and the greed, beyond greed, almost some of it criminal, in terms of what they were doing on Wall Street. He has standing to go any place and say,
and accept whatever honoraria.
I have done. I'm not big on, I don't know about these honoraria and the rest of it. I don't speak to who gets what for what. What's important is what we do that affects the lives of the American people. President Obama is no longer president.
Okay, so let's get to the tax.
President Trump is, and he has surrounded himself with a cabinet of Wall Streeters. After he said in the campaign, I'm going to fire Wall Street. Fire Wall Street and then rehire them in my cabinet. So let's talk about what matters to the American people in terms of policy, if you want to talk about Wall Street.
How often do you talk to the president?
I have no complaint that I don't talk to him enough.
So you hear from him with regularity?
No, I wouldn't say. Well, I talk to him enough. I mean, I've spoken to him, and I've spoken to his administration about issues, and we have a courteous, really cordial, respectful conversation. But I always grant people their position. I respect what you believe in and what you have come to do. I'm not absolutely sure what he believes in yet, but if it's reflected in his budget, we will fight that. But he knows that, and so I think we have. Shall we say, an understanding.
Leader Nancy Pelosi, thank you very much for joining us
My pleasure.
this week.